people have been arrested in Sandton roadblocks this morning. Now, those arrests form part of another crackdown by police on hijacked vehicles, brothels and suspected drug dens. Gauteng Police Commissioner Elias Mawela is leading the Kae Molao operation in Johannesburg. Today, senior reporter Aviwe Mtila is out with police. Let's find out from him what it is they have found this morning. Good morning, Aviwe.
Morning, Uveka. That number, 34 arrests, has just gone up by 2 now, as literally about a minute ago, 2 more people got inside this van, arrested here at the roadblock in Pretoria Road in Africa's Golden Square Mile, and that is Sandton. Of course, this is the Kae Molao Operations, which loosely translates to where is the law, and they specifically targeted Sandton as it is a hotspot. In speaking to Provincial Commissioner Elias Mawela, he did suggest that a lot of criminal activities happen in and around Sandton when it comes to robberies, hijacks, burglaries, even business crime happens here. And in fact, Pretoria Main Road is the road that a lot of people use, a lot of these criminals use as their escape route, especially between Sandton and Alexandra, the township just at the doorstep of Africa's Golden Square Mile. So the men and women in blue have come out in droves, in fact in a multi-pronged approach, with Home Affairs also on the ground, and even just verifying the authenticity of some of the cars that are here, whether in fact they do belong to the original owners. But the majority of those that have been arrested, and in fact the truck about to leave any moment now, the majority of them are undocumented foreigners or foreigners that have provided false documentation. So that's the situation as the Kae Molao operations have been underway for at least an hour now, Uveka.
Well, Aviwe, I think just give us an idea then of, we've seen these operations held on a weekly basis. In terms of what happens after this, after they are taken away in these vans or trucks, just what is the conviction rate? How many of these alleged criminals are actually dealt with properly? What happens after this process? How many are we aware of?
So I've been listening in on the conversations, especially around the Department of Home Affairs, speaking to some of the foreign nationals. They say that they need to get the proper identification and the verification of their documents from the police station. So the truck that you see there, and I think another person is just being loaded now, will hit the Sandton police station, where all of the 36 that are currently arrested now will be taken to. Then the onus is on them and their families to provide the legitimacy of their documentation. I heard one of the conversations from one of the senior Home Affairs officials just questioning a lady here from Zimbabwe, but has South African, the smart ID card from South Africa. But in that conversation, we understand that her parents do not come from South Africa, either the mother or the father. They both since passed away and were buried in Zimbabwe, in fact. So Home Affairs was wary, saying that that identity document is a bit dodgy and in fact is false. So she needs to prove, in fact, that she is a South African citizen, even though she is from Zimbabwe. So they're cracking a down on foreign nationals on the ground here, but also looking, of course, at the cars themselves, whether they are hijacked cars. But none of the sort has been found now, except for a car that has been expired. The license is expired and is not roadworthy at the moment.
All right, Aviwe Mtila, thanks very much. That's the latest Kae Molao operation. They're happening in Sandton. He'll be with police for as long as they continue with this operation today.